Hello everybody, it is me, Henry from Totally Accurate History. I know everyone's kind of getting a little stir crazy and having to stay home for all this mess and all that. So I thought I would do a Whittle's Classroom Mecha episode for y'all to binge if you want to kind of escape from all the virus news and all the problems going on outside. So something just kind of weird, quirky, go all the way back to 2016 with the very first Whittle's Classroom episode, all the way every episode until the finale. I was planning on doing this maybe later summer, earlier fall, maybe even towards Christmas this year. I was kind of like, oh hey, here's my Christmas present to you. It's a mega episode of the biggest series I've done on this channel, but this seems like an appropriate time to do this because of the whole virus outside. So anyways, I won't take too much of your time so you can get right into watching the videos, but I just want to say thank you so much for supporting me all the way back from when I was a very weird sophomore in high school, all the way up to the summer before I went to college. And it's been quite a trip. I mean, editing this whole thing together, watching them, it's been nostalgic, kind of cringeworthy, weird. I feel old, but it's fine. So, thank you all, and please enjoy.
Okay, everybody, that's fine to see. Ace, put the phone away. Okay, can anyone tell me what we learned about yesterday? Gerald, what did we learn about yesterday? Okay. Mank, can you tell us what we talked about yesterday?
Why are you asking him? He's too busy making dank memes.
I don't know why people keep saying that. What is a meme?
Does anybody know what we did?
What did we do, Mr. Whittle?
Well, you know, Zhang He.
Who's he?
Sounds about as good as our football team.
So, Zhang He was an explorer in the 1400s. He served under a prince that killed his father.
What?
And he was a eunuch.
What's a eunuch?
That means he was castrated.
That brings the phrase "no balls" to a whole new meaning.
So Zhang traveled on 7 journeys under this prince. And during these journeys, he improved trade relationships with other countries. He died on his 7th journey, which the reasons are unknown why.
Whoa! What if he went to the Bermuda Triangle?
No.
You don't know that.
Okay, everybody, let's find a seat. Ace, put the frisbee away. So, who can tell me what imperialism is? Yes, ma'am?
It's the political and economic power of a bigger nation over a smaller one.
Exactly. Imperialism was a big deal in the late 1880s. It basically was a big country taking control of a little country for trade purposes.
So like me taking Meg's lunch money, I mean somebody taking Meg's lunch money.
Yes.
So is this lesson going anywhere? It doesn't need to go anywhere. It's already lit.
Those dang millennials.
Alright now, it's just Mr. Hush. So, anyways, many countries used imperialism for trade purposes. And, you know, what would they need to protect this trade? Yes, ma'am?
A strong navy?
Yes. To protect their trade, countries needed strong navies.
Who cares? It wasn't America. that isn't fully true. The U.S. became involved with overseas trade and had a very strong navy.
Yeah, you know, a guy named Perry was sent over to Japan to make a treaty. When he took 4 steamboats with him, which were warships, and the Japanese, once they saw these ships pull into harbor, they knew they didn't stand a chance and signed the treaty right away. Ace, Ace, Ace! What are we doing?
What?
Put the phone on my desk.
Fine.
Anyways, support for a strong American Navy grew. It also had the support of a strong senator named Henry Cabot Lodge.
Henry. That's an interesting name.
Ah! What are you still doing here? Gerald?
Oh, why, hello there. I am Henry, the creator of Totally Accurate History. Come, gather around the tree. Now I'm going to tell you a Christmas story, but it's unlike one you've ever heard before. It is the story of Santa Gerald. Our story begins at Starmont High School. It is a small school which is literally surrounded by Iowan cornfields. All of these fields were already harvested, the farmers have put their machinery away, and the Iowan winter settled in. Inside this school, there was a classroom with a teacher called Chad Danger Whittle, and his students Mink Deems, Ace Chalkman, and Gerald. Mink Deems was, for lack of a better term, a geek or a nerd. He always did well in all of his classes, and compensated for Whittle's bad teaching. Ace Chalkman was, well, a jock. He excelled in any sport his parents put him in, was the strongest person in the entire school, and could be very intimidating with his strength. However, under all of that muscle, Ace had a big heart his classmates have never seen before. Gerald, the main character of our story, is a, special person. He doesn't speak, he only stares. Behind that gaze, Gerald hides a big secret. Gerald is Santa Claus. Or basically the same thing. Gerald works without rest to make presents for every boy, every girl, every cow. Wait, he only delivers to his friends. Gerald's favorite part of his role is giving the gifts he has worked so hard on.
Where are these from? Cool. Oh my. I've always wanted this.
Yes, even though Gerald is very different from the rest, he has a big heart. He prides himself on making the others happy, but just on this one day. Gerald now had to leave quickly before anybody found him. He wouldn't want anybody to know he was...
What are you doing here?
Nonetheless, Gerald is still a part-time Santa Claus. And it is because of Gerald spreading cheer, it is truly Christmas time. And that is the end of our story. Thank you all for joining me, and have a Merry, Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. Good night.
Okay, everybody, find a seat. Ace, Ace, Ace. Shut up. And you're all invited over to my house. Okay, today we are learning about Matthew Henson and his expedition to the North Pole.
Don't you mean expeditions?
Huh?
Henson took 6 journeys to the North Pole. It was only on his last journey that he actually found it.
Yes. Obviously. Good job, Nick.
Hey, do you think this dude met Santa?
Well, maybe. You never know. Gerald? No hats in school. Okay. So what were we talking about?
Santa! I don't know, Mr. Whittle. What were we talking about?
Santa. Ace? I don't know how to break this to you, but, Santa doesn't exist.
What? Whittle!
What?
It's okay, Ace. Mr. Whittle was joking. He doesn't know he doesn't exist.
Oh, yeah.
Santa's real! Hey, Meg, you should give me your lunch money. I'm hungry. Come and get it. Oh, okay, dude. Don't hurt me.
Oh, hey Gerald. Let's go! Trick or treating? What? No! We're gonna egg Whittle's house, man.
Cool.
Cool. Please, Gerald, you don't want to do this. He's too powerful.
What do you think of this body? Personally, I find it to be quite fitting. But let's not get ahead of myself. I have a proposition for you, Gerald. I should let you know, Gerald, if you are to defy me, everyone you know and love will partake in a very slow, painful death. I'm not just a parasite! Maybe we got off on the wrong foot. Gerald, if you come with me, I can realize your potential. All the powers that you have yet to expose to this world can be untapped with me. This world, this channel, everyone watching at home, they can be ours to rule, Gerald. Come with me. The saddens me, Gerald. I see you're not easily swayed. I wasn't looking forward to cleaning up the bloodstains, but the suitors of
Hard to believe we graduate tomorrow, isn't it? Hard for me to believe you're graduating at all. My sarcasm really rubbed off on you, didn't it? There is a dirty joke I can imply there, but I'm not going to. What do you mean? Oh. I got your dirty humor, too. Yeah, I guess. What is hardest for me to believe, though, is that you used to tease me all the time, take my lunch money and such, and now you're one of my only friends. Oh, come on. I bet you have a bunch of nerd friends. Not really, no. Not many people like a nerd with no social skills. Well, hey, you got me, and I'm cool enough to count as at least 5 friends. Ace, your heart is bigger than your mind and almost as big as your ego. Huh? Nothing. Hey, what do you want to do after high school? Well, I don't really know about college yet. My family want me to take over the farm, but I don't really think I'd be happy there. What do you want to do then? Well, I'd really like to do radio. Radio? Yeah, I got it all laid out. Good morning, everybody. This is Ace Jockman on KWAK, Quack Radio, 66.6 FM, classical metal. That last hit was Psychosocial by Beethoven. Well, first off, 66.6 FM isn't a thing, and classical metal? Yeah! Okay, then. What do you want to do? Well, I'm going to college. I don't know if I'm going for history education or film. Hey, if you do history, you could take Whittle's job. There's a plan. I wonder what Gerald plans on doing. Where is he anyways? I mean, he just shows up most of the time whenever we're doing stuff. I don't know, man.
You just had to be so foolish, Gerald. Could have been so much more. What a lie. You went and squandered your own potential. I almost feel sorry. But I don't. Come on, get up. I know you can do it, Gerald. One more. Make Daddy proud. You might have touched a nerve there. Ooh. Now we're talking.
Hey, Mank. Can I tell you something? Yeah. Ace, it's okay. You can tell me. You remember Halloween? Of course I do. I still have the scar. Well, when he stabbed you, I was afraid. I thought big guys in football were scary, but seeing you fall to the ground like that, I was afraid. It may have looked like I had a lot of friends, all the chicks, and all the sports glory, but that isn't even going to mean anything after tomorrow. All those people were only my friends because of who I was on that field, not because of who I really was. But you and Gerald still deal with me even though I was a dickwad to you at first. Ace, we don't just deal with you. Like I said earlier, you're one of my only friends. I can never repay you for what you did for me in Halloween. If you saved me, Ace. If I would have just been left there, I probably would have bled out and died. my best friend, Ace. Hey, let's go get some ice cream at Bating's. That'll make you feel better. That sounds good.
It's in every movie, Gerald. When your opponent's down, finish the damn job.
Guys. What are we doing? I'm tired of you messing around with my head.
I may have underestimated you, Gerald. You're very strong. But you could be more. You know, Gerald, it's like I always say. There's always time for negotiation. No, don't be an idiot. Fine. Go ahead, waste this chance for all I care. Go ahead. Do it. Do it!
Hello, and thank you all for coming. When I started high school, I only had one thing in mind: grades. I wanted to just keep an A and move on through school as fast as I could. But as time went on, I started making friends. 2, to be exact. These friends I will have for the rest of my life. Currently, we graduates are standing at a fork in the road. We will all travel different ways, climb mountains, take shortcuts, and sometimes crash and burn. But one thing will always bring us back together: being part of this class. All of these separate roads, these different travels, make up separate stories. And as the doctor, off the show Doctor Who, once said, we're all stories in the end. Just make it a good one, eh? Now, I would like to close this speech in a very cliche but necessary way. Thank you. Thank you to the parents for bringing us into this world, for raising us and helping us grow and thrive in life. Thank you to the teachers, yes, even you, Mr. Whittle, for giving us the knowledge we need to thrive in the world ahead. And lastly, thank you to my 2 friends. You have opened my eyes and my heart. Thank you, and congratulations. Well, here we are. A whole new world ahead. Promise they'll keep in touch? Of course. Awesome sauce. I'm really gonna miss you guys. Hey now, Jerry and I are always here for you. Well, see you guys. Well, bye, Gerald.